All pro, Jaffo, ball out, Pro Bowl, Tony Romo, 40-yard dash, boy, don't be slow-mo. Get on the court, boy, I'm in go. Outside in the sun like Elliot Kobo. I'm running fast, LA de la Cruz. Turn on the Jaffos, get my news. 7 FO doing good, how I knew. All pro, Jaffo, all pro, Jump Talk Sports, they speak facts. You talk smack, you get sacked. Come to the net, sit in chat. What sport you like, they speak all that.
Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the All Pro Jaffos, bringing you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. I am your host, JP, alongside me, the prodigy, EJ Wizzle. And with us, you guys know him and love him, also permanent members of the Jaffo family from the Mizzle and Dub show, both Mr. Mizzle and Mr. Dub. What's up, fellas? How's it going?
Yeah, another day at the job piece. Wish I'd be home.
I really don't like Cowboys right now, and that's no disrespect to Cowboys, but Cowboys took me 2 hours and 22 minutes to get home from work.
Dang, for real?
Well, the rodeo's in town, so every year around my personal holiday, the rodeo.
I thought you were talking about the
Oh,
Cowboys.
man. Oh, my.
Okay, just like I got on Dub, just like I got on Dub about the time, about to get on you guys. Really, you really thought he was talking about the football team? The football team took him 2 hours to get home.
I don't know.
Come on.
He said, "I'm really mad at the Cowboys," and I'm like, "Okay."
And then when he said,
and then I thought about it. I'm like, "Wait a minute, they didn't play in Vegas."
Man, I was thinking like, hold on. Yeah,
like, how the hell
Trust-
are the Dallas Cowboys causing traffic?
We
in Las
have
Vegas right now?
we have plenty of show to explain why the Arlington Cowboys are 5-8 just off of one play. But no, every December around my personal holiday, the NFR comes to town and participates at the Thomas and Mack Center, which happens to be down the street from where I work. So yeah.
Not fun traffic wise, but it sounds like a good time event wise.
Oh yeah, well I mean, you want
time since I've been to a rodeo.
Rodeos are fun.
You want to talk about
in my lifetime.
I'll say it like this. Your bars better be stacked, double, triple stacked with Coors and Coors Light, because that is all they drink is Coors.
Water and slightly flavored water. That's exactly what
Coors is. Absolutely. But that is what
they you want to, but hey, the facts is the facts.
Facts
people.
are facts.
That is what they drink. Is a whole lot of Coors and Coors Light.
I'm able to chug that shit, no problem. It is water.
Flavored water from the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado.
Flavored water.
That's what it is.
A little bit of hops to it.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Hell, even what I drink is flavored water. I don't actually drink real beer.
We were talking a little bit before
but
this.
But Michelob has a better smell.
And a better taste.
Well, it's still water.
It's still water.
Low calorie. You can call it low calorie. You could call it diet. You could call it whatever the fuck you want to. It's still. I mean, but hey, at least it does its job, right?
I don't even know what that is, man. Yeah,
we got what I mean? Going.
No need to worry about it, DJ. But we were talking off air a little bit. Mizzle, have you ever been to a Comic-Con?
Of course.
Yes.
I'm just asking. Because when I asked EJ,
hey, we can't do no. I'm telling him.
No,
right now.
No. What do you mean not right now?
I'm about to go off air for a minute.
Go ahead. Go to the background if you need to. If you need to give yourself some time to recuperate from this. But I just asked EJ if he's ever been to a Comic-Con. This man goes, "What's a Comic-Con?" So he ain't never heard of a Comic-Con a day in his life.
Hey, cousin, look, cousin, you know, here's the thing. I mean, you know, my whole life, I've been a sports guy my whole life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know.
No excuses. I get it.
I'm just saying.
You know.
Well, you know what? Hey, EJ, just like Dub, he's been on this show multiple times, and yet he still asks what time the show starts when it's been 7 o'clock for a very long time. So, hey, join the club.
Hey, Dub ain't never been to a Comic-Con.
No.
But I
Nobody
know
knows
what
what it
Comic-Con
is.
But he knows what it is.
And a lot of times I couldn't go is because, unfortunately, I had to work, which goes to my story that I was explaining on air. And JP said save it for the show. So basically, for those that know me, knows that I'm a very huge Steve Borden fan, aka the Stinger, and
Yes.
and he was out here for a Comic-Con, but unfortunately I was scheduled to work and I couldn't go. So I told a friend of mine who is perhaps a bigger Stinger fan than me,
That's shocking.
having posters on her wall. I said, look, you may never get this opportunity again. Yo ass better stop being a scaredy cat. Go and get an autograph and take a picture. And fortunately, she listened to me and she went to go meet Steve Borden and take a picture and get an autograph. I was like, good for you. And I'm like, by the way, you're welcome.
Right.
You almost talked yourself out of it, but good.
Yeah.
Good.
I just, I don't know what it is. I mean, I heard of Comic-Cons. I just never looked into it, I guess.
Basically, just think about, okay, for instance, DC and Marvel have Comic-Cons all year. So basically, think about practically anybody that's a fan of anybody from any particular comic book, they're there. And a lot of times they are dressed up, play the part to a T.
Oh, wait. Is it the comic? Is it like the events where like everybody get dressed up or whatever? Like y'all was saying, is their character, and then it's like,
yes,
because I think I seen when you and
Nia.
Yeah, I think I seen when y'all went to a Comic-Con. Oh, okay, then I know what a Comic-Con is. Yeah.
Okay, so basically when Robert Downey Jr. revealed himself that he was playing Doctor Doom, that was at a Comic-Con.
That was a Comic-Con.
Oh, that was Comic-Con?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now the big one to go to is in San Diego.
Yes.
San Diego and
San Diego is the mecca of Comic-Cons on the West Coast.
That's a bucket list one for me. The San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con is the mecca of West Coast Comic-Cons.
I told EJ, I was like, how much is it for like the weekend tickets? Like a little over $1,000 for the weekend.
Yeah, boy,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's like $1,000 for a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And that's like general admission.
I'll be outside.
I'll be outside.
Yeah, no, it's something.
I'm sure
I might be completely overshooting what the price is. I just know compared to the Comic-Con that's about to be out here in Rancho, the prices are significantly different from $7 to $200 plus.
Yeah. Well, because you know why it's that way, because you're not going to get no big name voices. It's not really going to be nobody there. Now, San Diego, there's going to be big name people there. That's why they jack up the price.
Yep.
You might meet the English voice from Dragon Ball.
And that's just the price to get in the door. Mm-hmm. If you're going to go to somebody's booth, you got to pay a price to take a picture or an autograph or something like that for them, too.
Holy tickets, Batman.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Give me the tickets. Should
I look it up? Should I look it up and present it?
So I'm at Vivid Seats right now, and this is just general admission for Comic-Con.
For one day?
This just to get in for one day, because the dates for next year in San Diego are July 23rd, which is a Wednesday, through Sunday, July 27th. Now,
that's a lot. Okay, that's a good amount of time.
That gives me time to plan. Okay.
That's almost a full week. But what's one day?
This is just Wednesday, just to get in for general admission. Just to get in, estimated ticket prices at least $1,368.
You wild! For one day, $1,300.
Bro, what they think this is? WrestleMania?
Yeah, to them, yes.
What? 1,300? I thought like it was 1,300 for the weekend. They're talking about a day.
Hey, you think we'll get flagged if I present this?
Maybe, I don't know, but probably not. I mean, shit, it's public knowledge, so I doubt it.
Now again,
it ain't like they have rights like the NFL, NBA, and all this stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like we're showing the ticket prices that they have on their websites. Go ahead.
Now again, this is not even counting even trying to get a 4-day pass.
I'm seeing this right here though. This $2,000 for general admission. One ticket.
What site is that? Cuz is that Vivid
This
Seats?
is GoTickets.com.
Oh, Go Tickets.
Oh my god!
And you know what? People pay that and they
Yes.
get bank.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not
I
paying
need
that.
somebody to adopt me. Take me there.
How why is it those? Is it because of resale? Is it fucking scalpers and shit? That's the reason why they're that high.
Might be. They might be.
What is original price? Straight like from the. That's what I want to know. I don't want to know what the resale motherfuckers jacking up the price when it shouldn't be type of shit.
Right.
Well, let's see if Ticketmaster does Comic-Con stuff.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. StubHub.
That's still like a third party, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
you want to go for the actual Comic-Con itself.
Let me see. Where is?
Or they might be.
I'm gonna go directly to the Comic-Con International.
Well, I'm at Comic-Con. I'm at San Diego.
Website.
I'm at San Diego Comic-Con International.
That might be their actual site.
Industry, plan your visit. Transport parking shuttles.
My man said $1,300 for one day.
That's
Publications.
Crazy. I can't even fathom.
I can't find. Or let me see. Let me go to search tickets.
There you go.
Yeah. Now here's this. Now, if all my kids were graduated and out the house, yeah, that'd be, maybe something. But no.
I said bucket list. That doesn't mean it has to be immediate.
Exactly.
Bucket list.
I can't find none. I can't find none on their actual website. It might just be third party.
Yeah, they might. That's probably how they get the little extra money.
That's crazy.
Let me see.
That's ridiculous.
Are we doing? We doing a 4-day plus preview night?
What?
Oh, if you're doing 4-day
I don't
pass.
even want that price.
Hold on.
I want to know.
Let me see Thursday.
Really
Okay, hold on. Okay. Let me go. Let me see this. One tickets. One ticket.
Gotta be
Continue.
three plus.
Okay.
Oh, at least 5.
Let me see.
Easy.
Thursday pass plus. No, it's not even that much really.
If you say some outlandish fucking price, EJ, you're gonna need to sit in the backstory.
General admission. Wow, only $1,500 for a 4-day pass plus preview night. Wow.
They probably want you to get that. That's why they got the other prices so high, because they probably want you to spend to be there.
So I mean,
that's that trickery.
$1,300 for 4 days.
That's doable. That's understandable.
Doable.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's
just
understandable.
Thursday. Let me see. Thursday only.
I can work with.
One ticket.
But 13 for one day?
Yeah, Thursday only. General admission is $500. Jesus, man, just Thursday only. Golly. Let me see. 4-day pass, no preview night.
And prices are only going to go up for the next 4 years, folks.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on.
Get
4
ready for
adult.
that.
Oh, wait, 4-day adult? What does that mean? Is that what for 4 or that's the 4-day?
For adults, an adult 4-day pass.
Anybody 18 or over.
Yes.
So
Hell,
wait a minute.
12.
So hold on.
General
General admission for just a kid is $1,000?
Yep.
And the general admission for an adult is no. Nah.
That's $2,700 I just saw.
Yeah, nah, bro.
That's for 1 day.
2 day, no more 2-day passes.
That's in San Diego. Can you imagine how much the New York one costs?
Oh, let's look it up and see.
Which one's better though, the San Diego or the New York?
New York, probably.
New York, I mean, you'll get more.
Where was Robert Downey Jr. at?
San Diego.
That was San Diego.
Oh, really? He was at San Diego?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, probably New York is probably cheaper.
I would think San Diego would be the bigger deal because LA is right fucking there.
True that.
Because
where movies are being made.
Because normally Kevin Feige does his Marvel reveal normally in San Diego.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of San Diego production studios and stuff like that down there as well.
Yeah, I was thinking that, because it's LA.
And now, unfortunately, the jackasses that are Warner Brothers, they're building a studio out here in Vegas.
That bad boy is going to be huge, too. Good Lord. There should be
wow. The New York ones are way cheaper for a 4-day pass.
Hold How much is it
Man.
for a 4-day pass in New York? Okay, I just want to know why New York. Oh, see, a 4-day pass in New York.
It's only 600.
Why?
I have no desire to go visit New York.
Really?
I don't either. That's why I'm
None.
going like
Not at
what?
all. No. If I want to go to New York, I'll just go to San Francisco.
There's only two reasons. There's only two
Is
reasons
it really
why.
the same though?
There's only two reasons why I would go to New York.
Well, to see the Bronx, I mean, see the Yankee Stadium and the Met Stadium. That's about it. And the Garden, and definitely see the Garden.
Okay,
that's about it.
Okay, 4 things: the Mecca, both stadiums, and Cooperstown.
I don't want to see the Met Stadium.
I was this close.
Citi Field is nice. Citi Field is real nice.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah. Let me not say that because when I went to LA for the first time, and I'm not gonna reveal the age that I went to LA for the first time because I don't want to get clowned again. But when I seen the LA Angel Stadium outside, oh boy, I was like, oh, whoa, this is way better than on TV. Way better than on TV.
I driven. Well, it was still the old Big A when I drove by there before they condensed it. But Anaheim Stadium with the big A outside of the stadium,
Man, with the baseball caps and all of that, that was nice. I was like, oh boy, that's lit.
It's too bad they don't win shit.
True.
Well, they beat the Giants.
Is that supposed to impress me?
No, but you said they don't win shit, but they have won shit.
Yeah, that was way.
They
way
still
back
won something. Don't.
Right.
A lot of teams ain't won nothing. They won
denied.
something.
They denied Barry. They denied Barry Lamar the damn ring.
Yep. No, Dusty Baker cost Barry Bonds the ring. Not the Angels per se. That damn rally monkey.
Well, it was two things. One, bringing in Felix Rodriguez after Russ Ortiz. No. And number 2, not starting Woody instead of starting Livan Hernandez. But I digress. Because I want to open up that wound.
The pain just struck my heart.
I don't want to open that wound. I don't.
It's been opened already.
Because they still haven't found that ball in Anaheim. They're still looking for it.
Well, that ball is in orbit.
It still is in the ozone layer somewhere. And we got a good one going to OKC with the Thunder up 44-42.
Well, we knew that.
In the first half. And those... I really don't like those NBA Cup courts. Those are just...
I don't like the mid-season tournament, period.
I agree, and neither do I.
I'll follow that. Just another way to get... Now I would say this. I don't like it, but I would like to come out there to Vegas and see the championship game, though.
No, that would be nice. That'd be something to say. You know, just as long as the Warriors are not in the championship game, I'll be happy with that.
Yes.
I see EJ. I see EJ is
4
really
day
focused in between his beloved Oilers playing with Tampa Bay Lightning right now, which is tied 1-1 midway through the second period.
You're a hockey guy.
He loves the Oilers.
What the Oilers?
Oh.
He loves Connor McDavid.
Go Oilers! Yes, we love Connor
huh?
McDavid. We love Connor McDavid. Yes, sir. Him, Draisaitl, and then Stuart Skinner. Oh yeah, we love that guy.
There you go.
Man, we love Stuart Skinner.
The longing for the days of when the cup will actually be lifted.
All right, bro.
Well, what? Did I strike a nerve? What? You have all these great players, can't win a cup.
He's still heartbroken about the Panthers winning it in 7.
Like, bro, we just like, come on now.
Now that one has not healed yet. I know that for sure.
The Georgia Bulldogs in the Texas Longhorn game.
Oh, I already knew that was going to happen.
Like I've said,
knew 100% that
my Bulldogs are the luckiest 11-2 team in college football, and I really do mean lucky.
I go lie.
So you saying your Bulldogs are the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yes, they are, because they should have lost.
Yeah, that's definitely a good analogy.
They should have lost to Georgia Tech. They shouldn't even played Bevo in the championship game because Georgia Tech was beating that ass. For lack of a better term.
We can't seem to figure out that Arch is the answer.
Let's go. They got it. Let's go. Let's go.
Oilers must have scored.
Go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Was that Draisaitl? I think it
Well, the
was.
Sharks played the Hurricanes real tough today.
Yes, they did. Playing them real tough.
Mm-hmm.
And
2-1 Draisaitl. That's my boy.
No, they lost 3-2.
Oh wow!
But it was close. The kids are playing good hockey right now. I cannot be mad at what the kids are doing.
In 2 years, in 2 years, the Sharks should be competing for a playoff spot.
Yes,
in 2 years,
if they continue to build right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
I've been watching this. I've been watching the San Jose Sharks for a long ass time. Ain't nothing you can tell me.
And so you think I haven't, and I'm older than you?
We're talking choke artists among choke artists among choke artists.
JP,
never watched any
JP,
who me, talking to?
3-1.
JP, me and Mizzle have lived it. We have lived it.
I am 41 years old, and I've seen this team break my heart many of years. So,
and the one,
Matt Six says, "Let him in." There he goes.
There he is. So trust me, the one
How's the
season.
tree?
Yeah,
that's fine. We did.
The one time me and Mizzle said, you know what? We're not going to pay attention to the Sharks. Not even going to watch them. Of course, those bastards make the Stanley Cup Finals.
That's all they did.
Yeah, but what did they do?
Well, they lost, but we didn't expect them to get there.
No.
So it was
okay.
Blew it.
Okay. The realest of Sharks fans knew that trying to beat Sid the Kid and Chris Letang in the Penguins was not going to be an easy task.
Now I'll tell you what the year they made me mad is when they were up 3-0 on the damn LA Kings and they let that.
That's what I was talking about.
That's what really got under my damn skin with them.
I said, "Wow, if I was a Sharks fan, I would never be a Sharks fan again after watching
Guess what? I was in LA. I was in LA talking shit to my cousins.
You were behind enemy lines talking shit, and look what happened. That's crazy.
Exactly.
That's craziness.
Broke my soul.
Absolute craziness. You know what's craziness? The fact that Army didn't make the fucking playoff. I needed to talk about this on the show.
Yeah.
I needed to. Because I made this point, but I need to make it clear to some people.
I don't even think they're ranked.
No, they're ranked 22nd.
But they won their conference. That's the point of the argument. You win your conference, you're supposed to be in.
Who are they kicking out?
They kicked out Army. Army won their conference. They kicked out Army.
No. I think he's asking
who you want to kick out.
Yeah, who do they kick out?
If you're putting Army in,
I said this on the group. I don't give a fuck who gets kicked out or whatever. The 6 conference championships get in, and you can figure it out from there after. I really don't get.
That's whack though. That's not gonna be good ball.
Because if we're gonna talk about strength of schedule and all that BS, then go back to the BCS system. None of this fucking matters if that's what we're gonna talk about.
If
go back to the BCS system.
The conference winners though, that's not going to be good ball.
No, because then it's going to be you're going to have basically
you're
why have 3 conference winners, and then the rest of them are going to be from the SEC. That's what it's going to be. If we go by that logic.
I mean, why don't we just put in the top 12? I mean, I think they should have been
that's
top 12.
That's going to be predominantly SEC. It's not going to be fair to the other. I'm talking about being able to be competitive for all of having an incentive for winning your conference. And not still have to compete with somebody who has fucking 3 losses or 2 losses. More losses than you have. I don't care about the strength of schedule. Did you win your conference? No, you didn't even play in the game. Okay. So why the fuck are you even in?
I mean, that's why Alabama's not in, though.
Good.
They don't deserve it, though.
They don't deserve to be in.
Make the case that they should be in,
and they're idiots. They're idiots.
You have 3 losses. Sit your ass down. Go enjoy the Cheez-It Bowl.
To Georgia Tech.
Go enjoy the Cheez-It Bowl. I don't give a fuck.
Hey man, I ain't gonna let y'all sit here and talk about my time like that.
I'm gonna. You haven't said anything because again, you're a realistic fan. This is why I respect you.
Yeah.
I mean, how would they do it in the NFL?
Be real, Matt Six. 3 losses. Y'all deserve to make the playoff.
I mean, college is different. I mean, most people with 3 losses still deserve to win a bowl or something. At least go. But, it's different in college. You take 1 L and you probably done for the year.
That was a very political answer right there. Very political.
College is different. He kissed my ass with that one, man.
Well, okay. So for those that don't know, so the first 4 seeds that got a bye are obviously Oregon coming in number 1.
Deserve it.
Number two, my beloved Bulldogs. Number 3,
don't deserve it.
I'm not gonna argue that. Number 3, Boise State. Number 4,
Deserve
Arizona
it.
State. So, oddly enough, that 3 of the 4 teams that got a first round bye play west of the Mississippi, which is why
two of them won their conferences for the first time being in the conference, formerly from the Pac-12.
First year, so the Pac-12 basically said, "Screw you guys for taking over these new conferences." Now, here's what I would love to have.
I think Arizona State is going to get their heads beat in.
I don't know.
They got
a bye.
Arizona State is at the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl in Atlanta, either waiting on Clemson or Bevo.
If they see Clemson, it's over.
They're going to play
getting
Clemson.
cooked.
They're going to.
Dabo Swinney is.
We're going to see Arizona State versus Clemson in the Peach Bowl.
Dabo Swinney is going to wipe the floor with those kids.
I don't think you've been watching football well enough, there, cousin. Clemson's not like they used to be. Okay. So they're not scaring teams no more.
The only reason why Clemson got in is because Miami choked it away against Syracuse.
Yep.
Miami was up.
SMU couldn't seal the deal. That's the only reason why Clemson is in there.
Yeah, Clemson. Okay, Clemson won on a 56-yard field goal to win the game because the game was tied.
And they were up 21.
Yes.
And it took them to win a field goal to beat SMU. So if you think they're going to cook Arizona State,
if SMU won, Clemson wouldn't have been in there, and Army probably would have been.
Yes.
Would have been in at that point.
That would be like yes.
If SMU won the ACC, SMU would be on a bye right now.
Yes. I don't think you guys would have got that bye if SMU would have won.
No.
Because they would have got that bye.
Because SMU would have been 12-1.
Yep.
So
we're gonna look at this like any kind of thing. There's always going to be one team that deserves to be in that is not going to make it, no matter how they set up this playoff bracket. Somebody's going to be pissed off.
Yeah, but they set this shit up based off of popularity and entertainment. They didn't set this shit up fairly.
Well,
people looked at it and went like, "Who really wants to watch Army?" You motherfuckers need to think about the story that's going on behind this. The fact that we haven't seen Army anywhere near sniffing this type of position in God knows since before most of us were born. So like what like we're talking about storylines. Do they need to win the whole thing? No. Would that make for great fucking TV and storyline if they did? Fuck yeah, it would. You're goddamn right it would.
It's the branch my grandfather served in.
Hey, if they lose Saturday tournament.
That's why I like the NCAA tournament.
What'd you say, cuz?
If they lose Saturday, do they still get in?
Who?
Army.
Oh no, it's already set. It's already
set. They're just playing.
I know that. I know that. But I'm saying, okay. So say if they had their rivalry week during the actual rivalry week, and they lost,
they already won their conference.
Yeah, that's the reason why JP's upset because they won their conference and they're not in.
The fact that they're having the Army-Navy game now is irrelevant. The reason why they're having their Army-Navy game now is because they're usually used to not being in this position of possibly getting into
both teams happen to be good. And both teams happen to be good this year because Navy has 8 wins and Army has 11.
They're going to need to start talking about, we might need to schedule this game at an earlier time now instead of when it's at. Thinking that we're not going to make it if we actually have a shot. If we win our conference, we have a shot to get into the playoff. That's an incentive. That's something to play for. Because at this point, if you're going to have it like this, then fuck having 6, 7, 8 different conferences or whatever. You have 4 conferences, 4 super conferences, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You have 4 super conferences. You can have them in divisions, kind of like the SEC has or whatever. You merge the ACC and the SEC. You merge whoever the fuck else in the Northeast and then Northwest, Southwest, however it is you want to do it. 4 total conferences. All of the college teams in these conferences, or at least the FBS teams, in these conferences. so that you can have a legitimate. If you're having 12 teams, you have the 4 conference champions, which is the 4 bye spots. Automatically, there's no conversation about it. Real easy. And then from there, you can go by. It's really easy to go by record at that point. But if you're having the whole, you can't say and present and market to the people, we did a 12-team playoff so that it makes it, a better chance for these smaller conferences and stuff like that to make it. Okay, well, here was that opportunity slapped dead in the face, and you went against your word and went, well, okay, maybe not this year. Maybe next year we'll think about because every time they talked about the playoff or expanding the playoff, the motivation behind it has always been, at least to sell it to all of the teams to okay it, is it gives the weaker conferences a chance.
So let me
And this
ask
proved
this.
that was a fucking lie. That was a
So let me-
out lie.
So let me bring this before the council. How many years before they expand it again?
I don't think they don't really need to with 12 because again,
Well,
like
they I believe when they were discussing the 12, they wanted to get it up to 16. So I believe they're trying to see what this 12 is going to be like. So as you just sit here and said, Army didn't get in, there might be some real evaluations going on. But then if you put in 16, there's still somebody that's going to get left out. And we're going to always have this discussion.
Because 12 is close to what NFL playoff as you can possibly get. 12 teams.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much.
NFL has 14 teams in the playoffs. 14.
Well, because they added the 7, but like I said,
Yes.
with the 6 and everything, it's as close
Yes.
to what you can get with 12 teams evenly. So that's what I'm saying. There's plenty of teams to be able to be on there. Now, if the conference champion, I can understand if the conference champion of the American Conference had 3 losses, 4 losses, like it was a weak conference. There wasn't a whole lot of 1 win, 0, lost teams and stuff like that. Then I could maybe start hearing the conversation. But if you're winning the conference and you only have 0 or 1 loss on your record, it shouldn't be a question. It shouldn't be a question at all. Especially, you can talk strength of schedule, but Army, can somebody bring up who Army, what their schedule was this year? How many ranked teams or how many, quality wins did they have on their record? I know if you look at the conference itself, you can't really compare it to a lot of the other conferences.
No.
But I'm saying if you have some decent quality wins in there that people didn't expect you to win and you won, this shouldn't even be a question.
They beat Marshall, who's 10-3 on the year. I'm sorry. They beat Tulane, and Tulane on the year went 9-4, and Tulane was ranked most of the year. So there's 1 win there. Obviously, they lost to Notre Dame when Notre Dame was ranked number 6.
Can you zoom that in, EJ?
Let me see.
Yeah, because I'm using my phone and I can't see none of that, even with my glasses on.
Their strength of schedule is not that good, and I mean, like I said, your schedule is what the schedule is. You play you play what your schedule is, and if you win, you win. I mean, you shouldn't get penalized for winning per se.
Right.
But again, this is the NCAA.
If anything, and it's comedic to hear the SEC talking about strength of schedule. You motherfuckers have been cupcaking your non-conference games for years,
Especially Alabama.
Oh,
especially
man.
Alabama.
Don't get me started on them. And they're freaking giving out money to teams to come and take a butt whooping.
Out here beating the shit out of teams 60 plus to nothing.
Beating Mercer.
And we're supposed to reward. This should be an incentive for you to pack your non-conference schedules with legit teams. So if you really want to make the case for strength of schedule, then that's what you should do. Don't fucking cupcake yourselves to pat your records and stats.
But only made JP happy when Oklahoma actually whooped that ass against Bama.
I wasn't rooting for anybody. I didn't even watch that game or have any remote interest in watching that game, regardless of what the outcome was. I knew both teams couldn't beat mine. We're good. That's all I care about. All I really care about. So let's see. They had
Rice Owls, the Temple Owls.
Okay, so if you really look at that, other than Notre Dame,
Dang, Notre Dame, beat the snot out of them. Golly. Dude, who else did they lose to? Oh, they only
by
lost
the
one
way,
they
game.
only had one loss.
Only
and
one
that was to
loss.
Notre Dame.
I mean, their schedule wasn't like.
Well, most of their schedule was conference, with the exception of Air Force and Navy because they play for the Commanders Trophy.
And that should be another reason they have more conference wins than most of the other conferences do. They have more conference games than they do non-conference games. That should be another factor in the whole thing. Because again, if you really want to make it fair, we need to make it fair. Conference champions need to get in. You can't be talking about like, oh, this is FBS schools. We're the top, we're the cream of the crop. But you're gonna treat
the cream of the crop. Oh yeah.
You're gonna treat certain conferences. You're gonna treat certain conferences like they're FCS. It doesn't fit. If you really want to do it the right way, that's what they should do. Either call it the way it should be, or make it to where it's 4 big conferences. Fill it up however it is you want to fill it up, and then go from there.
Well, while we're at it, here is all of the bowl matchups coming to you by way of bowl week, and I love bowl games. So, starting this upcoming Saturday, along with Army and Navy, we have the Cricket Celebration Bowl between Jackson State and SU State. Jackson State 11-2, doing very well with life after Dion in football. Then you got the Salute to Veterans Bowl with South Alabama and Western Michigan. Then you got the Coffee Bowl between Memphis and West Virginia. And then you got the LA Bowl between the California Golden Bears and the Rebels of UNLV. UNLV coming in ranked 24th. And by the way, Barry Odom has taken the job as the new head coach at Purdue. Western Kentucky and James Madison in the Boca Raton Bowl. In the New Orleans Bowl, Georgia Southern against Sam Houston. In the Cure Bowl, we got Ohio and Jack State. In the Gasparilla Bowl, it's Tulane and Florida. We already know about Notre Dame and Indiana in the playoff, and also along with Penn State and SMU in the playoff. Of course, Clemson and Texas in the playoff.
Who's
Ohio
playing
State
in the Pop-Tart Bowl? That's what I want to know.
Miami and Iowa State.
Miami, like the U Miami?
The U and Iowa State in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. We got Northern Illinois and Fresno State in the Potato Bowl. Coastal Carolina and Texas San Antonio in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Sparty playing South Florida in the Hawaii Bowl. Go Spartans. Pitt taking on Toledo in the Sports Bowl. Yes, the game above Sports Bowl, Pitt and Toledo.
I'm sorry, but the Pop-Tart Bowl, in my opinion, has the best looking trophy. If you haven't seen the Pop-Tart Bowl's trophy, then if you can bring that up, EJ, the Pop-Tart Bowl trophy, you could actually put Pop-Tarts in the trophy.
Yep.
Great Bowl, Rutgers and Kansas State. Arkansas and Bowling Green in the 68 Ventures Bowl. Oklahoma and Navy in the Armed Forces Bowl. In the Birmingham Bowl, Georgia Tech and Vanderbilt. In the Liberty Bowl, Arkansas against Texas Tech. In one of my favorite bowls, the Holiday Bowl, sponsored by DirecTV, Syracuse and Washington in beautiful San Diego. In the Las Vegas Bowl. And there is the Pop-Tart Bowl, folks.
Look at that beauty.
In the Las Vegas Bowl, it is Texas A&M and USC. USC started the season at Allegiant Stadium, and they will end their season at Allegiant Stadium.
What are we doing? What is going on?
In the Wasabi Fenway Bowl, UConn takes on North Carolina, who now will be led by the Hoodie. The Hoodie is coming to Chapel Hill. Bill Belichick will be coaching the North Carolina Tar Heels in 2025. In the Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium, Nebraska taking on Boston College.
We collided with some sort of multiverse at some point, and we're just not aware of it.
Louisiana and TCU in the New Mexico Bowl. We just talked about the Pop-Tarts Bowl with Miami and Iowa State. In the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl, Miami of Ohio taking on Colorado State. In the Go Bowling Military Bowl, East Carolina against NC State. Now this will be a very intriguing Alamo Bowl between 17th ranked BYU and 23rd ranked Colorado in San Antonio. Of course, we just talked about Marshall and Army in the Independence Bowl. In the Mississippi Bowl, we got Iowa and Missouri. In the ReliaQuest Bowl, it is Matt Stick's beloved Elephants taking on the Wolverines of Michigan.
In the what bowl?
ReliaQuest Bowl. Which will take place in Tampa Bay at Raymond James Stadium. Thank you, DJ. Washington and Louisville in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. In the Cheez-Its Citrus Bowl, we have South Carolina against Illinois. Baylor and LSU in the Texas Bowl. And, of course, all the playoff games to be announced. In the Gator Bowl, Duke and Ole Miss. In the First Responders Bowl, North Texas against Texas State. And in one of the ugliest traditions of all time, the Duke's Mayo Bowl, Minnesota and Virginia.
Ew.
Hey, bro, whoever gets with that mayo, you're nasty.
Game.
And in the Bahamas Bowl, Buffalo against Liberty. But yes, the Duke's Mayo Bowl, as you know, the winning head coach does not get a Gatorade shower. No, it gets a shower full of mayonnaise.
No.
Hold on.
You better not. No, I don't need to see that visual. I don't need to see the visual.
No.
I've seen it once, and I don't need to see it again.
No.
Hey, what kind of producer would I be?
You would have that smell on you for weeks.
Ew.
You would be smelling like straight mayo for weeks.
Will Levis is on line one. Will Levis, line one.
That sick
He
bastard.
puts that in his coffee. That's disgusting.
Did you see that commercial he had?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
My mom called me after that commercial going, "What the fuck did I just watch? That's my quarterback." She said that. She's like, "That's my quarterback. That's the Titans quarterback." I'm like, "Yep, that's your quarterback." She's like,
he has a legit deal with that mail company. A legit sponsorship with that mail. Oh, he's doing it.
No, come on.
He's doing it.
No coach wants to do this. How much is that check for? How much is that check for?
Hold on. It was like 10,000.
I'm sorry, you won a bowl game for $10,000 to get dunked by Mayo.
Oh.
Come on.
Hold on. Now we got to go back.
No, the coach is regretting even winning the game. I did this for $10,000.
And again,
we don't need. Okay, all right.
EJ's having too much fun. He's having too much fun with.
EJ's having way too much goddamn fun with this.
Oh
That is
my
the most
God.
disgusting tradition
No.
that's ever been created.
No. Ew.
The coach is like, "I'm done. Get me in the shower."
Look like he's
Oh no! That's a prize! Oh!
What the hell?
Whoa! Did he just put a hot dog in the mayo?
Did not.
Was that French
He
fries?
did not scoop mayo off of him with the fries. Oh my God. What the fuck is going on in this fucking world?
No.
I cannot believe I just watched that.
We just saw great value Austin Rivers. Look at this.
He got sweat on the hat. He has sweat on the hat. Oh my God.
Sick bastard. You sick human being.
Oh my God.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't know
All
what's
right,
worse.
EJ, get that off.
No. I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's
It's
worse.
on the mic now.
No.
Get it
I
out.
don't
Get it
know
out.
what's worse. The broadcaster eating the French fries or the guy in the background screaming, "Let's go." I don't know what's worse.
The guy in the back is looking at the guy eating at the fries going like, "You sick bastard, you keep going." He can't believe that he's doing that right now.
No, he said no. Read his lips. He says, "Let's go."
I know he says let's go, but it was one of those I'm disgusted let's goes.
No, I don't think that's disgusting.
Oh, look at that face.
No, that's not disgusting. That looks joyous on his face.
He might, yeah, no, you're right. He might be joyful as hell to watch mayonnaise be eaten off a sweaty ass hat.
Yeah, you can tell they've been to a couple of Diddy parties.
Oh, skeet.
Get that off of my screen.
Oh,
my goodness gracious. There's no Johnson and Johnson bowl, is there?
Wasn't there a Johnson & Johnson bowl? I could have swore.
No.
There isn't.
No, there is not.
It will be now. It will be now.
No.
Sponsored by Bad Boy Records.
Bad boy.
Holy shit. I don't know. The fact that we have this many bowl games is kind of like they're participation bowls at this point.
Hey, more football for me to watch. I'll take it.
That's true. We can end the Mayo Bowl after the game is over.
Oh, they
too.
can stop that at any day.
After.
I don't know who sat there and discussed that. Like, let's do a Mayo Bowl, and instead of a Gatorade bath, let's do a Mayo bath.
You know who came up with that idea? A psychopath. That's who came up with that idea. A psychopath with no regard for human life came up with that idea.
With no regard for human life.
I mean, some people are. I'm looking at this going, Texas is going to lose. We're going to lose to Clemson because that's just how things are going to go. I think Tennessee can beat Ohio State.
So do I.
I think that can happen. Yeah.
Now, if SMU somehow pulled off the upset at Penn State.
Yeah, Beaver Stadium at 12 noon in front of 100,000 plus, that's going to be tough.
If SMU pulls off that win, I might pick them to win the national title.
Oh.
I might. I might just say fuck it and be that'll be my Cinderella team. If they can go in and play in over 100,000 people in what I'm only going to assume is a whiteout game.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
If they can pull off a win there, that's going to be the story of the whole playoff. Nobody's going to remember anything else that happens in the playoff other than what happens in that game if it goes down that way. We're not going to be talking about shit else other than SMU for the rest of the playoff. I don't think that's going to happen, but goddamn, that would be a hell of a story if it did.
What I would love personally is an all West Coast national championship game just to stick it to the East Coast bias. Just to be like, hey,
Arizona State.
That'd be.
Well, unfortunately, Oregon and Arizona State can only meet in the semifinals, not the national championship.
Okay.
So it'd have to be a rematch between Boise State and Oregon, which I think Boise State might be the one team nobody wants to see because they've gotten better since that loss to Oregon.
Michael Myers only gets stronger the more you run from him.
Yes.
Hey,
and
Ashton, I don't like though about the playoffs.
What? What's that?
It's like how a team can get a chance at one of the two big bowl games. Like if you win the Rose Bowl, you get to go to the Cotton Bowl. It never used to be like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
These are the times. These are the times now, cuz
used to be the granddaddy of them all.
Exactly. Why don't they just separate that? Like I don't.
Logically, the national championship game should be the Rose Bowl every year, if that's how you call it.
Oh, look at the hills of the San Gabriel Mountains in Pasadena, California.
Right,
oh,
gentlemen,
Nelly.
duty calls.
All right,
See you
Mizzle.
later, sir.
I'll check in.
I heard the
All right.
sirens. It's like, yep, somebody's coming
Man, I
in.
heard the
Gotta
sirens.
move.
I know that was me. That was on mine. That
Oh,
ain't
was
you.
yours. Oh, okay. I thought that siren was indication the Mizzle had to go. I was like, oh,
No, no.
you gotta go. But I mean, see, I would love to see Boise State go. I want Notre Dame to lose immediately because I think they need to stop pushing around and join the fucking conference already.
Which, by the way,
Okay.
just FYI, the national championship game will be held at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
Which don't they damn near have it there every year now?
Seems like it.
So you're basically that's what the Peach that's the Peach Bowl.
The Peach
isn't it?
Bowl, yeah, Peach Bowl, yes,
So they have the Peach Bowl twice.
yes, because thank you, because right now Arizona State is awaiting in Atlanta, Georgia, for the winner of Bevo and Howard's Rock, and then of course the one quarterfinal will be held in the Rose Bowl. The winner of Tennessee and Ohio State will go. So in a sense, if Ohio State were to win, you would have, in a sense, a traditional Rose Bowl matchup if we were still in the Pac-12 Big Ten category between Oregon and Ohio State. Now, I would love a Boise State SMU Fiesta Bowl. I think that would be fire in Glendale, Arizona. I think that would be fantastic because both fan bases would travel for that. Georgia, practically in a home game, playing in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, the site of Super Bowl 59. Of course, they will play the winner of Notre Dame, Indiana. And, of course, if Indiana were to pull the upset, Damon Bruce would talk a whole lot of mess, being that he is the biggest Indiana Hoosier alum that there is. And then you would have the semifinals at the Orange Bowl and at the Cotton Bowl. And then, of course, the national championship will be in Atlanta. But I have always said, and this is just my West Coast bias kicking in, but I've always said that the Rose Bowl has been one of the greatest settings for championship games in college football, and also just announced recently that they are about to make some very nice renovations up to $80 million at the Rose Bowl, adding some new stuff to the Rose Bowl, so the Rose Bowl is only going to get enhanced by these enhancements and make the stadium even more grand in the beautiful setting in the San Gabriel Mountains in Pasadena, California.
See, fuck new stadiums. Keep building and renovating the old historic stadiums.
Well, again, like I said, Green Bay has done a fantastic job renovating Lambeau Field.
Yep.
I mean, now that's pretty much become like a football museum in itself in Green Bay. They've done a fantastic job renovating and adding stuff to Lambeau Field. And as much as I can't stand that team in Southern California, they've done the same thing with Dodger Stadium, kept renovating and adding stuff to it. And it has kept its luster for the last 62 years. So, I mean, I agree. Keep renovating, keep adding to it because, I mean, just the historic factor, the stories, those walls, and that grass could tell with all the great players that have come through that stadium.
Well, they should have kept Candlestick.
Should have said.
Well,
no, I wholeheartedly agree.
well,
they should have just renovated.
Eddie DeBartolo Jr. F that up.
Yeah.
Now here,
had it not been for Eddie D fucking up and.
Now here's the ironic
gambling problems.
Now here's the ironic twist about that, because if the original plans would have stayed placed, Super Bowl 38 would have been held at Candlestick Park or at the new Candlestick Park, which would have meant Tom Brady would have won his second ring on the site that he watched the catch, the 81 championship game between the Cowboys and ours. He would have won his second Super Bowl on that soil.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's more historical relevance in doing that than
that was the Super Bowl that I wanted to go to overtime because I thought that game would go to overtime, and it almost did. But Adam Vinatieri said, "Hold my beer, ain't no overtime coming here." Yeah. But no,
it's just
Eddie messed that up.
And you destroyed historical grounds, therefore,
And put
you will be
apartments there.
cursed.
Yes.
You will be cursed.
Nothing but apartments.
Yes.
Nothing but
And
So-
what have we done since? Not a goddamn thing.
Man, it was always
Only
fun
get our
when
hearts
you're-
only get our hearts broken by Kermit the Frog twice while being up 10.
Done with it. Hate it. Gene Stadium isn't even that good looking anyway.
Gene's Stadium at Great
Really?
America.
Oh, I ever since I saw like what it was going to look like, I was like, this is not a football.
The
stadium.
first okay. Preseason games and September. If you're sitting on the opposing team's sideline, you better bring some lotion because you're going to fry in that sun. They did not.
wow.
Smell like bacon everywhere.
They did not even think. No, I'm serious. No, when the stadium first got built 10 years ago, people were having heat stroke in that stadium because they decided, but let's just have the sun just beam on one side of the field. No, idiots.
Well, not also the fact that the sun would basically reflect off the entire press box, making it even
Yes.
worse.
Yes.
For everybody. The fact that the home side is the smaller side than everything else is stupid as shit to me. And the fact that you can even have that stadium packed to the gills, the sound wise, it doesn't get as loud as you think it would. It's
Oh, wow,
not
really?
it's a stadium that's built for entertainment purposes. And
That's
when
crazy.
they built that stadium, that's what happened. Not only did they have football games there, they were holding concerts there all the time. They were doing
WrestleMania 31.
They did WrestleMania there. They did rodeos there. They were doing fucking Monster Jam, like the monster trucks and shit. They were running
Trader
those
Joe's
through.
was there.
They're
We had
running
our party there.
everything.
And now
everything.
and now
Because
they
why? Because they have to pay off their debt for that goddamn stadium that's there that they're still in debt.
because first off, Santa Clara County was stupid as hell to put up public money to build the dang thing, and now they've been in and out of the courtroom ever since.
Yep.
Because
So then why did they do the stadium in Frisco?
when Eddie, okay, I don't care what anybody says, Eddie was forced to sell the team. He was suspended for a year. Then once he got reinstated, he was like, I didn't want to own the team no more. I don't care. I'm calling BS because Eddie lived to own that franchise. That was his baby. But he was forced.
If he was going to sell it or give it to anybody, he should have given it to Bill Walsh.
But instead, it was given to his sister, and Dr. John and Denise basically said, screw the city because they wanted to get out.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, they wanted to get out. It is well known the Yorks do not like the city. Again, name me the last time, other than the Super Bowl, name me the last time the Niners were in the city limits of San Francisco doing charitable work in the city, other than the Super Bowl. I'll wait. And I'm still waiting.
No, you'll continue to wait. This is going to be a long-ass show if we continue to wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Dang, that's great.
They're all over Silicon Valley. They're all over San Jose. They're all over doing charitable work there. But
they moved to Santa Clara because one, that's where tech companies. That's where all the money's at.
Mhm.
And two, they were waiting on a reason to make the move, and they basically piggybacked off the success of Jim Harbaugh taking the team to the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
And from that point, they basically got the stadium built, and then basically Jim Harbaugh's first fucking season there, he goes 8-8, and they can him.
Mm-hmm.
And then off starts
because
the woes.
Jed sided with me, and I decided to hire Jim Tomsula and Chip Kelly, and then I got fired. That was Trent Balky, by the way, chiming in here on the All Pro Jaffos. But yeah, The Yorks
worst
wanted
general manager of all time.
The Yorks wanted to get out of town, and
they got their reason and they pulled the trigger.
So now, out of all the teams that don't play in their quote unquote home city, we are the furthest distance from our home city. Hence why I do not call them Okay, the San Francisco 49ers officially died the minute Richard Sherman tipped that ball in the air and it landed in the hands of Malcolm Smith. Because at that time, they were still playing in the city of San Francisco. Once they lost that game in Seattle, the San Francisco is just a name now to them. Now, granted, they have been headquartered in Santa Clara since 1987 because they've been practicing there since 1987. Because before then, they were headquartered in Redwood City, and that's where they would practice there before they moved to Santa Clara in 87. So there's always been an affiliation with Santa Clara, but they still played their home games in technically South San Francisco, but you were still in the city limits of San Francisco. Now, you are damn near 50 miles south of your home city. There's nothing San Francisco about you other than just the name and the history.
Yeah, 3-hour tour to get to that in traffic.
Don't I know it? I have made the trip many a times to Gene Stadium, and the parking situation is way worse than Candlestick ever was.
We resulted to my dad's work. The shop that he worked at was probably, I don't know, maybe about 2 miles out from the stadium. We would just go park there and walk. It wasn't that far to be able to make that walk down there because, again, parking was, 1, impossible, 2, took forever, 3 was expensive as shit for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Dang, the park?
Yes.
Bro, they're charging damn near $100 for that bitch. The closer you are to the stadium, the more expensive it is.
So we would go. So like one of the cheapest lot would be parking in the blue lot, and we would take the shuttle from the blue lot to the stadium.
Why are they charging that much to park? Like what?
Because they got to pay those bills and debts, bro.
Yeah,
they owe a lot.
The Niners were stupid again. And, of course, anyone that's either a current California resident or a former California resident, the one thing you do not do is you do not ask California taxpayers to vote on their money going to a stadium because they will tell you, screw you, get out. Okay, the big ATM in Mission Rock Chase Center, privately financed. The big phone booth, Pacific Bell / SBC / AT&T / Oracle Park, privately financed. No public money went into that. See, Joe Lacob had pockets.
And the people appreciated it and paid them back tenfold for it.
Yes.
Sounds like the 49ers don't know what they're doing.
The Minnesota Vikings ownership did that same thing. They paid off the entire stadium, saving their taxpayers a shit ton of fucking money.
Yes.
They privately, their owner said, you know what, we have the money to pay for this shit. We're going to do it. That's going to cost the taxpayers nothing. And they got a brand new stadium, and Minnesota is packed every goddamn Sunday.
With that annoying ass Viking horn after every first down or big play.
It'll happen forever. If you do things for your fan base, they will reward you. When you do things in spite of your fan base, they will kick you in the nuts repeatedly.
Which is why I'm ever so glad that the baseball stadium here that's supposed to be having where Tropicana sits, the price has gone up, which means you, John Fisher, actually have to spend money, and it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
It's just bad. It's just bad. Like, people just making bad decisions for the teams. And the worst part about it is The league doesn't look at it that way. The league doesn't. They look at it as like, oh, new stadium, more money for us, more money for the league, instead of
Which,
looking at what's good for the league and telling that owner, hey, we don't give a fuck if you got approved by
which is
this city's government or board or whatever the fuck. You're not moving the team.
which is why I so badly in 2025 I so badly want a Tampa Bay Rays West Sacramento Athletics American League Championship Series, because one of your final stages to get to the World Series are taking place in both minor league stadiums. I want that so bad so the whole world can see how much that Robert Manfred is a joke. I so want an A's Rays American League Championship Series, but yeah, we're playing for the American League pennant, but guess what? We're playing in 2 minor league stadiums because, well, for one thing, the roof came off the Trop, which is something beyond our control. So you feel for that. But yeah, because I don't want to tell John Fisher to spend money or use his own money to build a stadium in Oakland. They decided to play in Sacramento while we don't know if we're going to Vegas, not going to Vegas. Yeah.
I heard
I think they're gonna stay out here.
I forgot who it was that I saw, but they had said something that I had actually thought. I'm like, you know what? That I agree with that, because I had thought about that too. So I forget who it was, and I apologize for who it was, but he was talking with I know he was talking with Will Clark about the situation.
Eric Burns.
Burnsy. That's the one who said it. Okay, so he said that the A's are going to move to Sacramento, and it's still they got 4 years.
The stadium is supposed to be ready by the 2028 season, supposedly.
So in 4 years, so in that time, and I feel like I can add on to what he's saying, because of living here in Sacramento, you get the pulse of of what people are looking for, but what people want, what people are kind of like yearning for out here. They have a basketball team.
Correct.
They're yearning for a football team, but they would love a baseball team. This city's all about the River Cats. Like it's pretty wild, like how much people go to these games, like all decked out, and the only thing that made it for me, I was like, it's mostly Giants fans out here. Maybe because of that, the River Cats being the Giants, minor league organization and everything, that's probably why. But Burnsy had said that they were probably going to come out here and realize by year 2 or 3, the city of Sacramento will basically adopt the A's as their own.
Hell no.
And maybe not for no. I understand for you, man, because I know you're a Giants fan. I'm a Giants fan as well. I San Jose Giants right here. Like I went to all of their shit all the time.
I bleed orange and black to the core. I mean, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of A's players that I love, like Ricky, Dave.
But it's a matter of it's a matter of people out here in Sacramento wanting shit to do. It's a big city with a lot of people with not a whole hell of a lot of shit to do.
They're still not going to see the fucking A's, though.
I got a question.
No, but here's the thing. If John Fisher is forced to sell the team, do not think Vivek Randande will not buy the A's, because he will, and he will build a Major League Baseball stadium in Sacramento. Don't think he won't.
Okay, I got a question.
They got plenty of room to do it too. Go ahead.
Yes, he does. He's got the money.
I mean, with the room, I wouldn't say it's plenty of room, but it's like we got Sac State getting ready to renovate their stadium.
Correct.
Yep.
And then we also got the bum Republicans, or is that what they are? Yeah, aren't they the Republicans?
The Republic.
Yeah, the Republic.
Yeah.
I mean, they are pretty good. Aren't they about to build a stadium at Rail Yard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like we got all that going on. Are they really going to settle here?
Well,
the fact is the fact that Sacramento is showing interest in their pro and amateur ranks to the point that they would renovate and add stadiums. The fact that they are showing so much interest in professional teams that they are willing to build a stadium for a soccer team should tell you that you bring Major League Baseball or the NFL here to Sacramento, the city is willing to put money into that to bring it here.
Are you ready? Are you ready for your rent to go up?
Cause
I'm not saying it ain't gonna happen. I'm just telling you what people here in the city are wanting.
Because this is way before you even thought of. Your Raiders almost moved to Sacramento. Al Davis was in talks with the city of Sacramento. You could have had the Sacramento Raiders out here before Al decided to. Before he was in talks.
Where were they gonna play?
Oh, Al
at that time, Sacramento had basically people forget. Sacramento Kings used to play at a stadium that at one point was in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yes.
There was nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was.
There was nothing around that stadium at one point.
For real?
Yeah.
Arco 2.0, there was nothing.
Natomas, that whole area was virtually non-existent at that point. There was nothing around there.
Al would have built a stadium in that area.
There wasn't shit in Sacramento, period. There wasn't no El Bro. Yeah. There was no nothing.
It was damn near barren, bro. The valley had nothing in it.
What?
To go see the Niners at Rockland. You know, when they used to training camp and see
they had training camp in Rockland and at UOP in Stockton. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, Al Davis almost moved the Raiders to Sacramento, and he was highly considered, but then he decided to go back to Oakland for Oakland 2.0. But there were talks that the Raiders could have been the Sacramento Raiders, and Sacramento would have supported the heck out of that.
And Sacramento, in its history, has already had 2 professional football teams come through. They didn't stay. Mm-hmm. They had a Canadian Football League team, and then they had a U.S.
the World American Football League.
Right. The Mountain Lions. Yeah.
You have the Sacramento Gold Miners. And
I've been to a Mountain Lions game over there at Sac State. I've been to a Mountain Lions game. Boy, man, that was different. That was a different kind of atmosphere, man. That was lit.
You know, they had the Mountain Lions, they had the Surge, and they had the Miners in the.
I think I went to the Mountain Lions game when I don't want to say Dante Culpepper was on the team. Some quarterback that used to play was on the Mountain Lions team.
I don't know, but I'm just saying there's already been attempts at professional football being played out here. I'm just saying what Bernsey was talking about. The first 2 years, they're going to say Sacramento's basically going to take the A's. They're going to renovate Rivercat Stadium and basically build on that. So they're going to have their stadium right on the Sacramento River. You know, right there. It's basically going to be a copycat. It's going of what the Giants have. The Giants have the ocean. They have a river. You know, it's going to be a nice looking stadium. They're going to add probably another 25 or so thousand to it. But
that's another thing. If they bring them out here, where the Rivercats going to go?
They're still going to be there.
They're probably still going to. They're probably going to build another smaller stadium or whatever for them somewhere else. But if they're going to have the A's there,
here's the funny thing. Now, the Sacramento Surge actually won the World Bowl in 1992.
Damn, look at that.
So the Sacramento Surge was the first professional sports team in Sacramento to bring Sacramento championship.
Look at that. Look at that. See, there's a need. There's a need for it. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. He's saying the A's are going to stay here, and then because the MLB is looking to expand, they're going to use the stadium that they were going to build for the A's as the stadium for their new expansion franchise team, whatever or whoever that may be.
That's good thinking.
And I kind of like that. I kind of like that.
Wow, that
So
was
what?
their
Y'all
choice.
just don't want to work with Oakland? Then is that the whole point? Like,
It's not so much as working with Oakland. They're talking about ownership is probably going to get canned at some point. Like they're going to sell that way of thinking is in hopes that the team gets sold.
Trust me, if they were still in Oakland and they were forced to sell, I guarantee you Joe Lacob himself would have bought the A's. And Joe Lacob would have got that stadium at Howard Terminal built.
oh my gosh, that stadium was so nice. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Major League Baseball cock-blocked Reggie Jackson from owning the A's because Reggie Jackson had ownership in play. Reggie Jackson had Bill Gates and Paul Allen as his deep pockets to buy the A's from the current A's ownership, and Bud Selig cock-blocked it or wanted to act like he had amnesia and be like, I didn't know. And Reggie Jackson has gone on record and said that multiple times. And this was back in the mid-2000s when Reggie was trying to purchase the A's. Okay?
We know damn well the reason why he didn't sell Reggie Jackson the fucking A's. We know damn well the reason why.
Because he's Puerto Rican?
Because he's Puerto
Sure.
Rican.
He
For
is.
that half.
Reggie has Puerto Rican descent in him. In addition to being black.
I'm not doubting that whatsoever. I'm just saying like the underlying issues behind that, especially because that was when he was originally trying to buy the team. That was when. How long ago was that?
Mid-2000s.
Mid 2000s.
Like 2004, 2005.
See,
No.
at that time, no professional outlet.
And these were when the A's were competitive.
And I can be corrected if I'm wrong here, but in no professional league has there ever been a minority owner. Black, Puerto Rican, Mexican, doesn't matter. Anything other than white.
Other than Bob Johnson owning the Charlotte Bobcats
Wow,
in the NBA.
that's crazy.
Bob Johnson's the only one.
Then there we go. The only one out of all sports leagues.
And Michael Jordan before he sold the Hornets.
Right. But we're talking about a very low number in comparison to what's out there.
Correct.
And that's not because there have been plenty of people who have tried to do it. If I'm not mistaken, the Williams sisters are part owners of the Dolphins.
Dolphins, yes.
Yeah, so that there's been
and of course
I forget who it is, but there's a
Magic has
LeBron.
Magic has a little bit. Magic has a little bit of ownership with the Washington Commanders.
Okay.
Right. Who has that ownership with the Panthers? I know there's been talks with somebody buying the Panthers, and I forget who it was.
Doesn't LeBron own like a soccer team or something like that, or?
I no, it was
Hold on, I'm getting the info. Hold on.
Why did some people were talking like it was Carolina rapper or something like that out there.
Yeah, LeBron is part owner of Liverpool FC.
Currently, David Tepper owns the Panthers.
Oh, he's part owner of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
That's big money there. Yeah. That's big time money there.
Yeah.
You talk about generational wealth coming in out of Liverpool. Yeah.
Boy, he's good. Hey, boy,
Liverpool.
His kids is set for life.
Where the Beatles are from. The Beatles.
You can call LeBron whatever we want to, but he's got good business savvy is what he's done.
He got ties to the Red Sox too.
I was about to say, who else is in there?
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of them in that ownership with the Redskins.
Magic. I know Usher had.
He's trying to buy the Celtics.
I know Usher had a small ownership with the Cavaliers for a minute. I don't know if he still does or not. I know there's some that have a little bit of ownership with a minor ownership with the Hawks. I think in Atlanta. Yeah, man.
So we're starting to get a bit of a good, surge in, more black owners, more minority owners than ever before. So that and at that time in the early 2000s, can you imagine what the A's would be like right now if Reggie would have succeeded?
There'd be a new stadium in Oakland, that's for sure.
Like if Reggie would have succeeded, or that organization would not have been the minor league system for the MLB, because they went from World Series champions. People forget World Series champions to the MLB farm system because they had great players that come. Billy Beanball saving money, great players go off to make big money everywhere else because they didn't want to pay them. It's not that they couldn't; they didn't. They didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
The fan base and everything started, and I also want to kind of add like point this out. And this is gonna sound like I'm digging at the fan base here, and in a way I kind of am. But let's not forget, A's fans, part of this is y'all's fault too. I remember going to A's games with nobody there. Handful of people there. There were more seagulls in that stadium than there were people.
Taking a
at
dump
times.
on the seats.
Like tickets used to be cheap. Tickets used to be free. Like you
Tickets
couldn't
used to be free.
you couldn't sell tickets to people to go to these games. You couldn't give tickets to people to go to these games because nobody was interested. No, because partially it's the owner's fault. Yes, because they're not making the moves that they needed to make. They're not the same team. But again, the fans weren't, and this was all, oh, we're not showing up because we're protesting the owner. Well, you not showing up is giving the owner the reason to leave.
Mm-hmm.
That's been his argument this entire time. The fans are talking about they love the team, but they're not fucking showing up. Yeah, no, he's not wrong in that. You not showing up at the game was not a good way of approaching. Now, if everybody were to show up to the game with signs in hand talking about sell the team, sell the team, sell the team, and then have some unity with the players and stuff like that, maybe, have some sort of protest or something like that out there, actually show up to the fucking games and do some sort of protest to either sell the team or make it known that you were unhappy. You didn't do that until it was too late. And then it was too late, and now all of a sudden the Coliseum wants to be sold out. Now everybody wants the memories and the pictures shown up front. Oh, we're the last days the A's were at the Coliseum. Where the fuck were you when they were there? That's what I'm talking about. There's a two-way street here. You want to talk about being a good fan? That was your opportunity.
But you also wanted at the same time, unfortunately,
if you wanted to keep them in Oakland so fucking bad, why was it denied every single time for them to either have some sort of stadium or what? Every time they asked the state or the people of Oakland, for permission to build and for help to build it, everybody said no. If you were that big of a fan, why did the city constantly deny all of the plans that the Oakland A's were having when it came to either renovating or building another stadium? Where were you then? Where was everybody outside of fucking City Hall going, hey, why aren't you doing enough to keep the team here? Where was all of that? Everybody wants to, oh my God, we're so sad, sell the team when it's too fucking late. So that's on y'all as well. Don't blame, like, ownership is shit. Trust me, ownership is shit. They need to sell the team for everybody that has to do with the A's organization, for all of their sake. If they want a chance at championships or any type of shit, they need to sell the team, come up with new ownership, and figure it out from there. But up until this point, we're not going to sit here and act like the fans were fucking innocent in this entire thing. Y'all were part of the reason why they wanted to move in the first place, because they couldn't get people to come to the games. Because y'all were the team sucks. Well, you're supposed to be fans. You're supposed to show up anyway. Show up like Cleveland Browns fans, with the paper bags on their heads. Showing up to the game, but showing their displeasure and stuff like that. You can still be a fan, but show your displeasure. Go to the game, support the team. That type of shit. But no, y'all didn't even do that. So it's the city of Oakland, the Oakland, the whole, everybody as a whole in that point needs to look at themselves in the mirror and go, we're the actual reasons why the A's are no longer going to be in Oakland. They're either going to be the Sacramento A's or they're going to be the Las Vegas A's.
107.92 OKC looks like they are coming to Vegas for the NBA Cup.
Whoopee! Are they going to hang a banner too?
They probably are. You know that.
Participation trophy bullshit. Thank you, LeBron. Once again, somebody from Ohio introducing participation trophies. Thank you, LeBron. Appreciate you.
I think you be bitter because your team ain't got one.
I don't give a fuck about midseason goddamn banners, bro. You think I give a shit about the midseason tournament? Come on, now.
End of season, y'all still ain't got one.
Whether we got one or not, I don't give. That's like being the summer league champion. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody give a shit about that. It doesn't mean anything. There's no incentive behind that. It's just another thing for people to spend money on. Ugly ass courts too. On top of that. Like horrible designs for the floors and everything. It's just, it doesn't mean anything. It's like a mid-season all-star game, except you have an all-star game also that also in the NBA doesn't mean jack shit.
Man, all-star game's trash.
Nobody. Okay, who on this panel watches the NBA all-star, like that weekend, NBA all-star weekend, for the game?
I mean, it don't matter to us, but to the players, it matter.
It doesn't matter to them.
That's extra.
I used to get
so. They don't play the game. We're more
I
interested
used to
in the
get
dunk contest and the 3-point contest.
I used to get so I used to be so excited for All-Star Weekend. It's like, oh, it's still happening, and it sucks because this season the All-Star Game is being held in the Bay Area at Chase Center.
Oh boy, you better take all your valuables out your car.
Tickets are going to be through the roof, and you're going to have to park 15 miles down and walk your ass.
Better take all your valuables out your car. I promise you, it's gonna be Bip City down there. Welcome to
that part.
We'll show you. Welcome to Bip City.
and then 2026, Super Bowl 60 returns to Gene Stadium in Santa Clara. But where's all the activities going to be? In San Francisco.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know why they're still trying to, especially after what happened with the 49ers player. I don't know why they would still go through with having the All-Star game down there. Like, I feel like they should take that into consideration a lot.
Before that happened, they already bidded on it and they were awarded. It was awarded to them.
I mean, I get that, but it's like, come on now, we gotta think about people's safety at this point. Unless they gonna up security and whatnot, then
they will.
Events like that, they're okay. When the Super Bowl out here was in Vegas, now Vegas, like San Francisco, has a very big homelessness issue. I guarantee you, during those 2 weeks the Super Bowl was out here, you did not see a lot of homelessness along Las Vegas Boulevard.
Really?
You won't be seeing that down the Embarcadero and down Market Street in the city again during Super Bowl week, because they did that the first time back when Super Bowl 50 was being held in Santa Clara.
They cleaned up the streets overnight.
Oh yeah. And not to mention you have a new San Francisco mayor, so we'll see what he will do.
You know, if they got something like that, at least for that weekend that it's there, it'll be cleaned up.
You won't be seeing needles
and then once it's gone, they're gonna go right back to the same Wild Wild West it's always been.
Yeah. So you for that week, for those 2 weeks, you will not see needles and doo doo on the streets.
Nope. The shit map will be clean that weekend. I promise you. But I mean, it's I don't know. It seems to me, I guess, coming from a different state, coming from Texas, where sports are its own religion out there. You know, essentially.
Yeah. Especially
when
high
it
school.
comes to it kind of surprises me, especially how many crazy good athletes come out of California. How some of like professional fan bases and everything like that, it's not the same. College football out here on the West Coast is not the same as like just not so much as product on the field, but like atmosphere wise.
The pageantry.
Yeah, like it's different. It's way different. You know, out here. Mad Six, I know you've seen, games where stadiums and stuff like that were packed. But like have you ever been to, a game or something like that somewhere in the South, like either in Florida or Texas or anything else like that?
Nope, not out there. Nope.
Okay, so what's the biggest high school stadium you've ever seen?
For me right now, it's been Bishop Gorman.
Bishop Gorman? Okay. Mad Six?
Yeah, they're really out here. I'm trying to think. That was so damn long ago.
Most of the high schools kind of look the same everywhere you go out.
Stadiums out here aren't high school stadiums out here.
Normal.
Right. So.
Oh well, okay. Well, hold on. The biggest stadium that I've been to for a high school
stadium
was maybe it was either I think it was Fairfield. It might have been Fairfield. Whichever one are the
Stadium?
Falcons or the Hawks or something. I don't know. I gotta look and see.
Well, I'll say this: you probably won't find the nice football stadiums unless you go to San Francisco.
Even then, like they're only nice because of the surrounding area.
Max Preps.
That's true too.
I've seen stadiums that they're really nice, but they don't hold, more than 10,000 people. More than 10,000 people ain't going to these games and stuff like that. We're talking about like stadiums in Texas.
Oh my gosh, have you seen Allen? Oh, let me pull it up.
Allen High School itself.
Yeah,
Allen High School Stadium is. Oh my god.
I posted that video of their homecoming. And when their homecoming, that shit was wild.
You know the funny thing is,
this
you know the funny thing is,
we're talking about.
You know the funny thing is, if an NFL championship game was out there, I bet you would sell out.
Look at that. That's a fucking high school.
Gosh,
I bet you could sell out.
Oh my gosh, boy! If I was to play,
if that city, now let's just say if the NFL championship came to a stadium like that and that town promoted the heck out of it, they could sell out that stadium. I kid you not.
If A7 went to Texas, Texas would own the A7 NFL championship for the next 10 years.
It was Vallejo. That's who it was. Vallejo.
Corbus Field.
Vallejo High School.
Yeah.
Corbus Field, where mi madre graduated.
There is no high school anywhere in the state of California that looks like that.
Yes. No goal. Let's go. Let's go.
There's no California stadium that looks like that. None.
Yeah, not at all. This stadium is
not even in LA.
No. St. John Bosco Stadium is trash. Their football stadium is horrible. Hold on, let me pull it up.
There's stadiums that look like that.
And then it's either St. John or Mater Dei. They're in the hood.
There are college stadiums that don't even look as good as that.
Yeah, yeah. They got tunnels and everything. Like their stadium is. Oh my gosh.
You know,
Let me pull up.
that's what I'm saying. It's just looked at fan base and environment wise differently. The caliber of athlete, I can't deny. California has great caliber athletes. The numbers are there; they prove it. It's not. It's not anywhere like Texas and Florida, but at least California is in the top 3 conversation of most uh, 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 talent that gets produced out of it. That can at least be boasted. Maybe it's because of just see. Look at this. This is St. John Bosco. This is one of the top high schools in all of California, and this is their
In the
stadium
nation.
in the nation. They're ranked nationally ranked, and this is their stadium. You see Matter Days? Go to Matter Day.
Well, I mean, well. If you think about it, though, have you seen Sakai's basketball gym?
No,
Oh my god! Hey, when I played there at Sakai, I was legit scared because they literally had like a couple thousand people in their gym. Like, but it's like even some like the basketball gyms don't at the like these top schools aren't even like that good really. Let me see. What is it? Mater?
Matter
You
Day.
said Mater Day?
Yeah, Matter Day. Mater and then Dei.
Yeah, their stadium is trash too.
I'm telling you, like it's not looked at the same.
Oh my gosh, their stadium is garbage. I didn't. Oh yeah, that's the school. That's the one that's in the hood. That's right. Hold on, let me find a better image. Yeah, Mater Day. Yeah, Mater Day is in the
Matter
hood.
Day's in the hood. What?
Yep.
Yeah, Santa Ana.
Mm-hmm.
Santa Ana's the hood.
Santa Ana ain't. Yeah, Santa Ana ain't.
Bro, I'm not educated on this shit.
They don't even got double
I'm not
side
gonna sit here and
bleachers.
act like
Oh my gosh.
I'm
They
not
don't
gonna
even
sit
got
here and
bleachers
act
on
like
the
I
same
know.
side.
I don't
I
know.
was Santa
I
Ana
don't
not
know
that
South
long ago.
Carolina like that.
That's where he was not that long ago with Baby Bash in Santa Ana.
Santa Ana. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at this. Traditional LA school. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's.
They don't even
It
got
doesn't
bleachers
even
on the
have
same side.
like. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's not even 2 sides.
Like that's bad.
One's a practice field. One's like no, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not the same. It's not looked at the same. Their baseball stadium looks better than their fucking football field.
But they share the field with the soccer team. That's crazy.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just not the same. It's not looked at the same whatsoever. You know, so and that was one of the things. Like when I first moved here to California, when I was playing football, I had full expectations because I'm from Texas. I'm from a town where the team, the entire time that I lived there, they didn't win a fucking game.
Who's this? Dub?
The Del Rio Rams.
I'll talk about what.
That's in San Mateo.
What's in San Mateo?
That's the stadium named after one Tom Brady.
Oh, Sarah?
Yes.
Sarah High School?
Yes.
Yeah, but the Del Rio Rams, like I lived there until I was 8, 9 years old. They didn't win a game, but the stadium was filled every goddamn Friday. The whole town shut down. Everybody was there. Didn't even come close. Got smoked every goddamn game. I think it was by 21 every single time. 21 plus every single time. It wasn't even close, but everybody was there. Like out here in California, if your team sucks, good luck having a handful. Good luck good luck having the parents of your players there.
Oh my gosh. This is an insane view. Jesus.
Of Allen? Yeah.
Yes.
Like, look at that.
My gosh. This is so beautiful. Whew. Sac State doesn't even look this good.
I'm not gonna lie though. Sac State Stadium is one of the nicer city college stadiums that I've seen. That horseshoe style kind of bowl that they have and everything it's almost Coliseum half bowl like. That's not it. What is this?
This is another Texas stadium.
Jesus Christ. Like there's 2 rows. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that shit's go to Sac City. You see Sac City
Oh
Stadium?
yeah, Sac City. Hey, tell me why I could have had it. I could have had a chance to play on that field. Oh my gosh,
That stadium's not bad. It's one of the nicer ones that I've seen.
could have had a chance to play there, man.
Like if you bring that stadium, it's like almost like a Coliseum half horseshoe style look to it.
Let me get it. Here is a good one.
You got it.
Here we go. Here's good old Sac City. Yeah, their stadium. Yeah.
See, that's not bad. That's not a bad look to me, especially considering it's a fucking city college. Like that's pretty cool. That's a
Yeah,
good
when I
looking
first seen that, I
stadium.
was like, "Oh my gosh, what? They got full, they got almost half full stadiums out here."
But when you go to games, nobody's there.
Nobody,
You know, that big for like nothing.
nobody goes to the Sac City game.
So like why do you think that is?
They
Why do you
suck.
think like culturally is it a culture thing?
They probably just don't use they don't use social media that much, to get it out there. And I mean that's my guess, really. They don't use social media. They don't, advertise as much. They probably don't
I,
do enough, work in the city. I've never heard of Sac City doing anything for the community.
no, I'm saying in general, why is it, especially for the amount of talent that comes out of this state, why is it that it's looked at differently compared to, you could even have a good team and you won't sell out a stadium. It's the sizes of the stadiums are not anywhere near close. The fact that entire towns and sections of cities and stuff, like, because like you got a lot of schools out in the Dallas area, but those areas that those schools are in, they're all there. It's selling out every single time. So you got everybody, full on communities invested into these schools, and then
Oh yeah, De La Salle's high school isn't even that.
yeah, De La Salle's isn't even all that great either, but they actually have somewhat like of a community and stuff like that going on over there, like the tradition that they've built.
Yeah, now that you sent it, let me pull it up.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I wonder why that is. Like California compared to Texas or
Oh yeah,
Florida.
they don't have same side bleachers. Oh
I
my
see,
god.
like Dub, like you've seen California sports for see, and this is another top program in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is the type of
their
shit
bleachers
that's like
their bleachers are literally by the trees.
Oh, they do, but it's back. Oh yeah, that's crazy.
so like that's what I'm talking. Like I've been by Folsom Stadium constantly. They're another top team in at
With
least the state, and theirs isn't all anything crazy
their stadium
comparatively.
isn't. Mm-hmm. This is it. This just got the blue field. That's it.
I mean, they got the stands and everything like that, but they got two
There's
sides
a
to the
better
stands.
picture.
That one on the left, that top left one, yeah.
But I mean, man, if they could, I don't know why Sac doesn't do that. Mm.
I don't know. Like I never understood why California in general doesn't put as much investment into their football like the South and the Southeast does.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been an interesting thing to me. And I, honest to God, can't tell you why that is, especially considering how many notable athletes come out of California.
Man, they should up Grant's. Grant Stadium is horrible.
And
The field is nice though.
Grant is historically a pretty decent program.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got programs that historically have been good, that their quality of state, like, that doesn't happen in Texas. If you have history at your school, you have one of the nicest fields in the state. Especially good history. You've been winning state titles and shit like that. You have all the works. You have all the money in the world.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, Grant got Shaq Thompson. Who else?
They
They could,
got a few guys.
yeah, they could definitely
Coming
rebuild
out
the
of there,
stadium.
like, especially going to college and stuff like that. Like, they've got, but then you look at the field and everything, and it's gone to shit. Like, things aren't looking too great.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it is. I don't, and maybe people can chime in or let us know why you think the difference is the way it is, and why football or really any sports isn't taken as seriously out here in California as it is in really any other states, for that matter. But we do appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on this Tuesday evening. Be sure to subscribe to the Jaffos TV here and on Twitch and on Facebook, the Jaffos TV, and then All Pro Jaffos on all social media websites that you can find. Mizzle and Dub, appreciate them for being on. Dub, sir, always a pleasure for having you guys
Always.
on.
Yes,
You got
yes, yes, yes.
any sort of promotions or anything you want to give on before we head out?
Well, currently episode 277 is currently up on our YouTube channel right now. As
Catching up
we
to us
are,
later.
yeah, we are vastly approaching episode 300 of the Mizzle and Dub show, where we talked about how the Arlington Cowboys decided not to yell Peter, 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 and basically Jamar Chase basically said thank you very much, and gave the Bengals their 5th win of the season last night in Arlington, Texas, and the fact that Juan Soto got paid a lot of money.
Yeah, shit ton of money for not a lot of defensive prowess, I might say.
No.
Just for his bat, really.
Yes.
I've seen what he does on defense. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a big ass problem for the Mets. But hey, maybe the bat will make up for it. So we'll see. Maybe the bat and the Soto shuffle will make a difference out there for the Mets. But for myself, JP, for EJ Wizzle, for Mizzle, for Dub, for DJ Madsticks on the Tuesday evening of the All Pro Jaffos. And if you don't see it live, check out the replay on the Mike and Colby Sports Network on Roku and Fire TV. Be sure to, once again, like and subscribe everywhere else. Be a friend, tell a friend, share it out.
Oh, yes.
Let everybody know we got a lot of projects coming, not just for this show, but I've got some things cooking up for Jaffos TV that a different demographic might be interested in. So be staying tuned for
Rob
what's
them
going to be
legally.
coming in for that. Yep. Yeah. So Jaffos TV is going to be expanding. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. We will see you guys on Friday for the All Pro Jaffos. Myself, JP, EJ Wizzle, Dub. We'll see you guys next time. Deuces.